All right. So these three frogs were looking for flies one day near the bank of a swamp. But due to the scarcity of the number and due to the fact that the ones that were out and about were very difficult to reach, they decided to abandon task and move somewhere else. However, one of the frogs notices that there is a swarm of flies hovering above the deeper part of the water of the swamp. So they begin heading in that direction. Then they notice a shadow lurking below the surface. Sure enough, a blue heron is looking for food. And all three of those frogs would get eaten before they could make it to the swarm of flies. So two of the frogs quickly give up and are beginning to head elsewhere, but the third frog stays behind. And he begins assessing the situation to see how he could reach that swarm of flies. Then an idea occurs to him. If he could throw an object into the water and use that object as it floats to springboard and grab that swarm of flies before his body descends below the surface into the line of sight of the blue heron, it could be a success. So he begins looking around, and the first thing that he finds is a maple leaf. So he throws the maple leaf onto the water. Sure enough, it floats. He takes a leap off the shore onto the leaf, but as soon as his feet made contact with the leaf, he descends below the water, unable to support his weight. So he begins swimming his way to the shore and makes his way out of the water, noticing the two frogs are laughing at him. He's discouraged, but he's not defeated. So then he looks around and he finds a weeping willow leaf. Once again, he throws it into the water, it floats, and then he takes another leap onto the leaf. But as soon as his feet made contact with the leaf, he descends below the water again. This time, he's beginning to sink, noticing on the reflection of the water that the other two frogs are still laughing at him. By this point, you could say they took his confidence and it was ribbit in half. As he's descending, he notices a lily pad that is attached to the stem below the surface. And he begins to notice other lily pads in the surrounding area that are also floating on the surface of the water. So another idea occurs to him. He grabs that lily pad and begins to make a path of lily pads that are clear, that create a clear pathway to the swarm of flies. He goes back to the shore and he takes one more gigantic leap. And this time, when he lands on the lily pad, he stays afloat. And he hops the entire trajectory of the pathway until he reaches the swarm of flies and is able to feast, all the while staying out of the line of sight of the blue heron. Here is the lesson. There are many risks that we need to take in life, and each and every one of them must be approached with a leap of faith. If you are feeling discouraged, you can do it. And now you can say, at the end of the day, someone told you so.